Hey guys, this week on Dave's Nano Cube, we'll try and figure out what we're going to call it. Week 33, week 1, week 4. We'll figure that out. But I'll go over things I've done to the 55 gallon as well as starting over in the Nano Cube. So stay tuned. Now, when I'm sitting here, you might be saying, "Hey, Dave, you don't have any fish." They'll hide when I sit right here. If I sit a foot away and look at the tank, they'll come out. But I have got some of the frags laid out where I want them. I have a bunch of new ones back here on the frag rack. So some of them are going to go in the cube. Got reefing with O's, mushroom rocks down here. A couple of my own mushrooms over here that are doubling. Okay, over here we have this mushroom rock. It's a big, huge piece of tonga branch. A lot of big mushrooms on it. And this one as well. And I got that from Reefing with O. This is very big, purple colored. They're not really coming out purple. With the filter they look one color, without the filter they look another color, and in real life one more color, of course. There's the two A-cans I got at Reefapalooza from Kingpin. Let's see. I don't have the skills like Dr. Welsh Magic, but for focusing in. But those are two happy A-cans. These are some pallies I have on one piece of rock. They're growing pretty good. Probably going to put those into the cube. Well, the zoas are hit or miss, but this is the best they've looked in a while. I think they're going to like the compact fluorescence in the cube. They were always doing good in there with that light. So, but they're doing pretty well in here. Something I've had forever. I think it's some kind of stylo. It never really extends, but it hasn't died yet. Two pieces from Rico. Can never get that one to show up right. It's green with some purple polyps on it. It's pretty awesome. And a big piece of plating Monty. Forest Fire digitata. And acros. Haven't ever seen a polyp on it. But the two Priscillaporas next to it are very happy in here. And Jedi Mind Trick. And a little green stylo. There's the pride of the tank. This bright green one. I think it's a green Slimer. Rico would know better. Piece of bird's nest. Purple stylo. I don't know. And there's the Gorgonian. The Julian Sprung Gorgonian. It's the red planet I got from Sabella. It's not happy there right now. It was just all fuzzy and happy a few minutes ago. So, maybe it's a little camera shy. So, some new frags I got, and these trumpet corals up on the top. Toxic green and this purple and green one. New hammer coral. A couple of rogue clove polyps that snuck off the frag. And that's the hammer I've always had. Here's my mushrooms. This one finally split into two, this huge big green one. It's my other A-can, very hungry and happy. And some really dark purple ones and a little red guy. But yeah, everything's doing pretty good. See if we can back up and get some fish in here. On this build, I built a little power station I ran its own 20 amp circuit from the circuit panel. I used a GFCI circuit breaker, and I threw a bunch of plugs in it. So I built this box out of MDF, and you'll see on the bottom I have two UPS backups. One runs a circulation pump, the other one runs air pump and heater. I had two of them, so I used two of them, and so this way, you know, I get a little bit of space if we have a blackout. You know, it's not going to go days, but a couple hours I got it covered. And since I was building something anyway, I put a nice shelf on top for all my goodies. And there's another light timer up there. Okay, everybody comes out when there's food. It's flake food. A little heavy, but it'll all be gone in a couple of minutes. A little tang poo. So you can see everybody's out and happy. It's the only time you see the fox face is when I put in the green algae sheet, or when I feed the tank. He comes out and he's bright yellow, like he is now. So, reflection of the fluorescence over my workbench. No, I'm not using T12s on the tank. Actually, got my second Mars Aqualight, so happy with it. Good coverage. Although in the blue mode, there are two different shades of blue, so not real happy about that. Down in the fuge, this is where the return comes down from the tank into these two pipes here. And they each have a ball valve on them, so I can stop all the gurgling. Right now it's a mess. I actually have some foam pads from a canister filter. I got most of the detritus out of them, and I'm just letting them sit in there for now. I may start it back up, and I don't want to lose the biological filtration I have in it. And you'll see it goes over a little wall there. It goes into the refugium. And in there I have some Chaeto, some Dragon's Breath, some Callirpa, part of a cheap Airstone protein skimmer, but I do let it aerate in there as well at night when I do my bubble scrubbing, since I have a 2-port A pump. And over here in the return area, no major brand. It's just something used in aquaponics, but it's about 900 gallons per hour, and it was about 25 bucks on Amazon, and I'm pleased with it. It's got enough head pressure. From there it goes up into the piping, into a little manifold. I do have a valve in each section. It goes down, and I know the lights are blocking it right now. Yeah, I have a T and a valve that goes back down into each section, just in case I want to do something with them. And then it splits and goes up to the return, which tees off up behind the tank, but it also comes over here with another valve, and the lights are always in the way. And it feeds this 20 high in here, which right now just has mollies in it. And yeah, I didn't clean the glass or anything down here. But it's got some mollies and it's a 20 high going sideways. So, and then it feeds back out of, I drilled the tank here, it feeds back into the refugium. So far no molly babies. And then over here, I built this out of plexiglass, and you really can't see it very well. But I put 3 of these larger diameter tubes into it. And I have all my dosers and my auto top off. There are 5 tubes hanging in there. Damn light's always in the way. So it just neatens it up a little bit. lets me keep track of which tube is what. I built a little shelf over here. Those are my Fritz Part 1, 2, and magnesium. On top of the shelf is the dosing pump. And then behind it is my aqua lifter, and that's for the auto top off. I just throw this on there in case there's a splash. And I have my auto top off mounted right to the front so I can see when it's filling, when it's not. So that's really it on the 55. And then in a 24-gallon Nano Cube, it's pretty much doing a cycle. Not that it wasn't cycled, but I did go get some live rock and to stock it in there and kind of reseed it. And all the live rock that I chose is basically, it's obvious that it's dead coral skeleton because I thought it was pretty neat. And I think it would be neat when things encrust over it. So you can see, zoom in a little bit. You guys probably know what everything is. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. So I basically have all of this live rock in there. I'm going to wait for any type of, ammonia spikes to happen. And then I plan on moving the mollies into here. Kind of give it a test drive. And get the bacteria filtration going. Biological. And then I'll stock it with a couple of fish and some softies. So that's basically what's going on in the cube, which is nothing much. Hey guys, I'd also like to add that I appreciate all the support my channel's been getting lately, and obviously more and more people have viewed it to the point where twice I was at Absolute Fish this week and somebody recognized me from my video. Make it 3 times, and that's a pretty cool feeling. So I appreciate everybody who watches the channel, and it's great that everybody's getting some information and sharing information on YouTube. And I'll keep making them if you guys keep watching them. So again, thanks very much.